you saw my story about the vegan snack box that I got. Super good. I tried the sea salt one already and I really, really liked it. It's not like your regular addictive, delicious chip, but it's definitely enjoyable, especially for the benefits of its being healthier. So I would highly recommend that flavor with this brand. Pretty good though. So, the reason I have food and I'm trying to talk to you right now, I just want this to be really chill, and I really want to have a very important conversation that has been so interesting, and I totally understand it. I want to talk about why we are so embarrassed to talk about the things that we've been through, or to share with someone that we're going through a hard time, or that we have been through a hard time and we have some side effects, or what you might call it PTSD, or certain things trigger you. Because not talking about them makes them 10 times worse, okay? I know this from experience. And not talking about them and keeping them in your head makes it seem like they're a way bigger deal than they are. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, it is a big deal, okay? I know how it feels to have PTSD, to have been through a lot of trauma, to have gone through trauma from years and years and years ago and have hold it inside, and then as you become an adult, things come up, and when you get in certain situations as an adult, you find yourself as that little kid again, freezing in the moment, or wanting to react because of something you've been through before, and this reminds you of that. And you feel the need to protect yourself. I totally get it. And to be embarrassed about it though, you're setting very unrealistic expectations for yourself to be embarrassed about what you've gone through. And I want to bring in, along with this, that you must be feeling ashamed for what you've been through. It's ignorant to feel ashamed. Now that sounds so mean, and I don't mean it mean, but something that I've realized is to sit around and be sitting in my trauma, and to be sitting in my PTSD, and to be sitting in all the things that make me feel like I'm back in that situation, or remind me that I have been through that situation. And for me to sit around and keep that inside, and to try and hide it, and to try and pretend it never happened, or to feel embarrassed, or to feel less of a person, is a big joke. Because everyone's been through something, and everyone's going through something to some degree. For anyone to get where they want to go, and to have a life that's bigger than what they currently have, or more full, or more rich, they have to get outside their comfort zone. You have to take risk. And if someone goes throughout their life without experiencing failure, they're missing out on a lot of wonderful wisdom and opportunity to grow. And I wouldn't want to be that person. I wouldn't want to go through life never dreaming and never having a vision and going for it, even if it totally fails. Doesn't matter what people think. And if someone's disappointed in you, it's their own problem, okay? Parents especially. If you're trying and you're doing your very best, and you attempted something and it totally backfired or failed, someone's making you feel ashamed for who you are and the decisions that you've made, that is completely their problem. 100%. Stop feeling ashamed. Stop it. Stop it right now. I love you for what you've been through, and I love you if you open up to me, or if you've taken the initiative to open up to someone and to people in the world, or a therapist, or a new relationship, because that's why you're here. You're gonna fail, you're gonna screw up, you're gonna make bad choices, you're going to get heartbroken, you're going to go through these things, period. Who cares? Honestly, that's why you're here to learn, and you gotta keep going, you gotta keep trying, you gotta keep experiencing things to get what you want out of life. It's not a big deal. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. And if anyone makes you feel embarrassed about it, that is their problem, and they're living a very shallow life. And I wouldn't want to be them, and I wouldn't want to be associated with them for a long period of time. Those people suck your energy. Don't waste your time with them. You deserve people who love you, who support you, and understand you. And if someone doesn't matter who they are. I don't care if they're related. I don't care if it's your spouse. I don't care if it's your best friend since you were 3. You deserve people with energy that make you feel like you're capable and that you're understood and you're appreciated and you're loved. That doesn't mean relationships don't need some serious communication. Even good relationships need communications, and they have bumps, and they have misunderstandings, and they have moments of immature reactions. But we all are striving to get better, and we're all really wanting to support each other. But you have to look at the people in your life and find out if they really are the people helping you to love yourself, forgive yourself, support yourself, encourage yourself. Because if they're not, goodbye. You don't need them. You don't need them, and you don't need to feel bad that you don't need them. Okay? Why are you so embarrassed? Why are you so embarrassed for what you've been through? Why are you embarrassed about the failures you've experienced? Do you think you're the only person who's experienced failure? Do you think you're the only person who's ever felt like they didn't want to live right now, or that they were completely alone, or their existence felt purposeless? Are you the only person who's ever felt like they couldn't get out of bed, or that no one wanted them, or that they aren't capable of making a good decision for themselves? Well, newsflash, you're not the only one, and it's not something to be ashamed about. Secret, it's like 100% normal. Congratulations, you're human, just like everyone else. Yay. I'm pretty sure that this whole ashamed, embarrassing was the generation before us. So don't be like that. Millennials, we can do better. If you're not a millennial watching this, jump on the bandwagon of forgiving yourself, of not being ashamed of what you've been through. And jump on the bandwagon of loving yourself and loving people and not being freaked out by what people have been through. People go through things. Everyone goes through things. Everyone. Everybody. It's fine. Oh, there's a big white on my head. I'm not a therapist, obviously, but I'm a really good listener, and I'm really good at asking questions, and I'm really good at empathizing with people, and I'm really good at loving people. So if you're going through something, don't assume I don't know what you're going through, because you're going to find there's a good chance I probably do, or I can relate to it in a great way. This means I love you. You got this. I want to give a shout out to everyone who has messaged me and who has shared their heart with me in any way, thanking me for making these videos. I really appreciate it. I can't do what I'm trying to do without your feedback, and I want it. I want the honest truth. So if something's like, that's so good, or if you really appreciated and needed something, I want to hear from you. And then at the next level, I really appreciate when you open up to me and I hear your perspective. That's literally the point of why I'm doing this. I want to get these conversations going. I really enjoy being there for people. I enjoy hearing their story to the degree that I truly can help and empathize with them and help them feel like they're not alone and that they're not taboo and they're not strange. So keep reaching out to me. Keep feeling empowered. It's so important that you have support and that you can talk to people about what you're going through and get the support you need. There's so many people out there, and if I can help you know what that feels like, you'll attract other people into your life that are able and willing to do that for you. And please, please, please find the courage to get a therapist if you need one. The majority of us need a therapist, let's be real, and people say that, but it's so true. So be willing to take the initiative to go take care of your heart, take care of your mental state and emotional state. Don't be afraid. Let's be responsible and go after it, okay? I'm going to be here for a while, so don't forget to give me a like, give me a follow, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going to keep having these conversations, and I'm going to do my very best to help you feel like you're not alone, you're capable. And then in 2019, as a millennial, you have so many opportunities to go after the life you want. And be the person you want to be. See you later.